Let's go now and have a conversation with some former national service personnel, how they overcame the challenges trying to serve their mother Ghana as mandated by law. I have Hamidou Apandago, the former president of Tema Metro NASPA, Anthony Ahoto, the former financial secretary Accra Metro NASPA, and then Ezekiel Kwashi, the former president Ashaiman NASPA. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for your time. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We are fine. Use your microphone for me. Yes. Are you sure you are fine?
Yes, sir. We are doing well by His grace.
Your energy is down. The National Service has beaten you to pulp. Okay, quickly introduce. I see you came with two of your colleagues. Introduce them to us, Mr. President.
Okay. So,
go ahead.
All right. So we have Samson.
Okay.
Yes, he was also the financial secretary for LACMA. Yeah.
Okay, and then the lady?
The lady is also aspiring to be a service.
Oh, she's now coming in.
She's now coming in.
Ah, I see. Yes. Oh, okay. Great. How was national service? Was the question?
Okay, national service is very challenging. You know, we face a lot of challenges. The scheme itself and the NASPA as an association also have a lot of challenges. Considering that of the scheme, you know, pertaining to the allowance disbursement or allowance payments, you know, someone will go to work for continuously 3 months, 4 months, and the person will not be paid anything. It's very challenging, and most parents think that so far as you are doing your national service, you always get your pay. So you asking something from them doesn't really make in quote.
Right.
Yes. So
doesn't make sense.
Yes. I wanted to.
But that is what it is.
That is true. Yes. And a normal circumstance, you know, parents will not take care of you to go to school and you be doing national service expecting them to give you something.
Right.
But the reality is that they are not getting anything. So they still have to depend on their parents. And it's very disturbing.
I see.
Very disturbing.
What about you, Hamidou? How was NSS for you?
Well, a bit challenging considering the fact that you are a leader and you would have to address the concerns of each and everyone. And meanwhile, you as a personnel, you also face similar challenges or even more. Yes, so it wasn't that easy, but we did our best. Yeah.
I see. Tony, what about you?
Thank you very much. And greetings to your cherished listeners and viewers as well. National service wasn't an easy journey and experience because thinking of allowance not being coming on time, but your supervisors expect you to be present at work each and every blessed day was really a headache for us.
Right.
Yeah, so and also NSPs having a lot of issue, and as a leader you're supposed to combine your work that you are doing and also addressing their issue was also a challenge for us.
Would you say that the national service has prepared you for the job market? Is the question.
Sure. National service has been very helpful to me personally. I've had a lot of experience from national service.
Right.
You know, I had completed University of Education, Winneba, and I did education.
Right.
So I was posted to Ashaman Senior High to do my service, and national service helped me a lot to get a lot of experiences. Though I've been to the field to practice what I've learned before, but national service gave me a whole lot of, time to learn. So I think national service is very helpful. But as to how the system is being run is what I'm fully against.
Right.
Because if you conduct a poll and you ask the national service personnel that whether it should be scrapped or it should be maintained, they would say it should be scrapped, not in the sense that they are not getting experience from the scheme.
Right.
But in the sense that they are, how should I even put it? They are not getting, they are not being fed well.
What do you think?
Well, what I think is that there should be proper strategy as to how the system is going.
Right.
Because you can't let someone go continuously for months without getting paid. NSPs are just like normal employees. They go to work, they buy food, they pay transportation to their work site.
Right.
So they will not say that because they are NSPs, so everything is going to be subsidized for them. They will buy the food at the same price that employees also buy. So if even the 7.5 715 is not even enough. But if he's coming on time, they would be
You
using
can manage it.
Exactly. So
What was day one like for you? I mean, in terms of your home, did you have an accommodation? What was day one for you as an NSS personnel?
it was very challenging. Personally, I couldn't rent a room at where I was doing the service, so
Okay.
I have to be moving.
Commuting?
Yes, all the way from.
Where do you live and where were you?
I stay at Afienya,
Afienya.
and I was doing the service at Ashaiman
Ashama, so you had to come.
every day.
Wow, that's quite a
And-
journey.
And even the transportation alone is something I cannot even talk about. Yes. But here lies the case that you come to work for 1 full month and
Right.
2 full months, you will not be paid. And it's very challenging.
Hamidu, what about you? Day one, tell me about it.
Yes, for me, I think national service have helped me a lot. You know, national service is a component of our civic duty. It gives us the opportunity to learn and have a first-hand experience. And considering where I did my service, the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, I think I wouldn't complain because it was very, everything was well structured.
Right.
Yeah, when we came, they took us through orientation. Yes, so we were made known on what we were expecting and what we're supposed to do. So as for me, I think it was a nice experience. Yes, but for my colleagues or personnel in other agencies, and they face a lot of challenge. Others did not even get the opportunity to be taken through the orientation or like a guidance in order to know what to do. And with the accommodation, as I speak to you, we have personnel, I mean, those that are coming now who are still reaching out to me, even with money, but they cannot even get a place. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
they have money,
have
but
money.
they can't get accommodation, to rent.
To rent.
Whoa.
Yes, I have a lot of them who are always on my DM every day. They just want a place, but they can't afford. Like they even have the money.
They have the money, but there's none available
There's
for them
none
to
available.
connect.
You know, when I came in, knowing that that was a challenge, even myself, when I was coming to do my service,
Right.
I faced similar challenge. So I took up on that initiative to provide a NASPA hostel initiative.
Okay.
Yes, so I was able to liaise with some of the landlords around to get hostel facilities for the personnel. So unfortunately, those accommodation or facilities are already occupied.
Okay.
Yes, so
by NASPA
by
people.
NASPA people.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so that was what I did for my people over there.
see.
Yes. But we still have that
We
challenge.
still have that challenge.
Yes.
Accommodation is a big problem.
A very big problem.
And do the institutions that you are posted to, do they take an interest in your accommodation or?
Not really.
Why are you all shaking your heads? It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it
Tommy.
doesn't happen.
So let's say you have been posted to institution A and they know that, okay, you're coming from the Ashanti region, you've been posted to Accra. They don't care where you live, but they expect you to report to work.
In fact, even if you miss work one day, you would be punished for that.
Yeah.
What kind of punishment is given to you, Tony, if you miss for one day?
So actually, 11th of every month, we submit monthly evaluation forms.
Okay.
So every 11th of every month, your supervisor will assess you based on your attendance.
Right.
So if you miss work for instance, 5 to 6 days, it will affect your evaluation form, hence affecting your allowance in the long run. But these issues, you should know that it's not the NSP's fault. If the allowances were coming on time or other issues, they would have come to work every day. But because of certain issues, that's how come NSPs have been absenting themselves from work and all. Yeah. And I personally, I would say NSS is really a great experience for me. I had the opportunity to learn so many things on the job as well. But I had challenges at the initial stage. That was because I was posted to Adan, one basic school around Adan.
Adan, and where do you live originally?
I'm in Accra.
You live in Accra?
Yes, please.
And you had to go there and come back every day?
No, please. I was willing to go and do the service at the Adan place.
Okay.
For 1 week, I was there searching for accommodation. I wasn't getting. So I told my dad that with this situation there, I will stay and wait next year and do it.
Okay.
So no, but you can, the organization can give you a letter, you take to NSS, then they change it for you if you can't get accommodation. So that was the best thing I did.
So you did, and they got a change for you.
Yes, please.
But what is the longest period that your allowances were kept away from you? The longest period that they delayed? Any of you can answer that.
I
Tony, Kwashi?
Okay, so for
Hamid?
us, when we started, it was on 14th of February.
Okay.
Before they paid the first 2 months allowance. That's for November and December.
You started in November and December.
November, yes.
Started in November.
And then they paid you in February.
February, yeah, it was February that
So
they paid.
November you had nothing.
No,
December you had nothing.
nothing.
January you had nothing. So Christmas was dry, New Year was dry. It was towards Valentine's Day that they gave you money to go and chop love. Wow. And what explanations were given to you?
Well, when it comes to allowance, I would say that the scheme now an authority
Right.
rely on government to pay allowance. Sometimes the scheme or maybe the management will come and normally when we agitate, you see them coming to give excuses.
Right.
Oh, the executive director has traveled out. So if the executive director traveled out, does that mean national service will not work?
But you go to work.
You will
anyway,
work.
right?
You understand? So, but those are just some technical way to find a way to cover up. And in many times they come with so many excuses. But the truth of the matter is, it has to do with government.
Okay, what about it?
Government has to pay. If government don't release funds, the scheme cannot pay. But sometimes they wouldn't want to put the blame
On government.
on government because the executive director cannot come and say that
It's an appointee of the president.
You
So
understand?
you cannot. I see.
So
In terms of, and you say you have to submit some form on the 11th of every month.
Yes.
You know, and if you don't submit that, that means you don't get your allowance.
yes, you won't get that allowance.
Oh, and what does this form entail for the uninitiated, for the new ones who have just started? What does the form require of you, Kwashi?
Okay, your attendance. The form requires attendance and I think your attitude towards work.
Okay.
These are the
And somebody must sign it off.
yes,
Sign,
that is your
stamp.
supervisor at your institution.
Okay.
Must sign and stamp it.
So if the supervisor doesn't like you,
Definitely, that
give
means
it
that you are going to skip.
a bad this remark.
whoa.
And the disadvantage is because the allowance doesn't come earlier, people tend to skip work for instance, maybe 4 days, 5
Right.
days. But if you don't have a supervisor who is understanding, when the time comes for this one, he will deduct all from your this one and give you, for instance, 12 out of 24 days or something.
I see. And that's what the service will remit to you.
Yes, that's what they do. Yeah. They
Were
don't
you
care
supposed
about
sent to go and buy wache, cocoa, and those things? NSS people. I hear some institutions specialize in that.
Oh,
So
yes.
go and buy wache for me, go and buy cocoa for me, take my child to school for
that.
me.
It's normal.
Is it normal?
For me, my hand was normal.
But Hamid, they look at you tall, Hamid, like that, and they send you to go and buy wache.
Yes,
Wow.
but for me, you see, often I always refer to the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority as a place where they actually, when you come and see the personnel working, you would not even know that this is a national service person.
Right.
Over there, they give you the platform to work. In fact, I was running the whole unit on my own. You know, when you come to clear your good, after everything, you bring the document out. I inspect your waybill, then I look for your container, and I instruct the operator to pick your container for you. But I know other places, you just come, you sit, and then they send you. They only send you, but there is no serious business for you. But for my place, we're given the opportunity to work. Yes, so I think it was a nice experience. Yeah, but for the sending to once
You'll
a
be
while,
sent to go and buy.
once a while you
Wache and crochet and things.
Yeah,
and-
sure.
I mean, how did that make you feel, Kwashi? Were you sent to?
Oh no. Well, maybe because they've seen my face as that ugly and
Nobody wants to trust you with their food.
sure. But on issues about the excuses they give
Right.
on allowance payments, I remember on 1st February 2024, the director for cooperative affairs was online with Amidu,
Right.
and he was asked about the reason why the NSS allowance delays. He was not able to give
Right.
any.
Right.
So the same way, if we also go to them,
There's
they
no
don't go
answer.
to answer to that. Because I remember you were asking him.
Right. I
What is
remember
the
that
reason?
interview with
Yes.
Hamido, yeah.
And he was telling that he told you that NASPA will come and explain.
Right.
NASPA will come and explain. NASPA has never come to explain that.
And
thing for
NASPA
us.
doesn't have the answers either.
In fact,
The same way.
In fact, when we come to NASPA, we'll talk about
Right.
some few things.
Right.
You know, considering, you know that they just conducted election last month, right? Last month. Yeah. So the current president has finished his service, and he has just been sworn in
Right.
as a president
Right.
to preside over people, a different year group. How do you expect him to work diligently? How would he serve them? Where is the passion? How will he feel what they are feeling? You understand? So when we come to the issue of NASPA, yeah, we have.
We're there already. So, yes, Tony, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the sending.
Right, the sending bit, yes.
Okay, so with the situation of national service in Ghana, for me, it got some time. I was happy when they were sending me because allowance wasn't coming on time. So me, I know I will be getting tips.
So you get Jara, Jara from it.
Yeah. So
Charlie.
me, it got some time. I was happy when you send me, I'll go because you usually
You give me something.
because allowance is not coming. So that's why I get my.
So something. At least if you buy what you buy some for me. Something small.
At least you get no confused.
Oh, Charlie. but I mean, the institutions, for example, knowing that this was what you were going through, did they also put aside a small, package for you, Christmas, and they're sharing rice and oil for the people? Did they consider you people?
Okay. I can only speak for Accra. I was an executive within Accra Metro.
Right.
So mostly I go on tour and go and listen to them.
Right.
Some of the institutions, they give them internal allowance.
Right.
Yeah, but some too, they don't get. Yeah, so
Some days can't pay.
When you say some of the institution, be specific. We have the subvented and non-subvented.
Right.
You see, so with the subvented,
So that's
those the government payroll.
Right.
Most often, I can tell you on authority.
They won't mind you.
No.
Even some of them will
Parliament House was under
even expect
Accra
something
Metro.
from you.
They give them internal.
Are you sick?
I'm telling you the truth.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you. Some
Some
of the government.
Yes.
Yeah.
They expect that you will give them something. You who are doing national service,
When
getting
we're
less
doing
than 1,000 cedis, you have to give them something.
Yes.
Okay.
There are people who expect it.
Wow.
Sure.
They expect it,
this country.
especially when you are going for your election, you are going around to campaign.
Right.
In some office, they will even tell you to drop something before you come
Before you start talking.
Yes.
Hey. Wow. In Ghana.
Yes. It happens.
The non-subvented one, right?
Yes.
Those are the private entities.
Yes.
And those ones, sometimes they make provision for you.
Yeah, with those ones, it depends on your company.
Right.
Yeah, some actually, you treat them well. There
Right.
are some companies I would not want to disclose.
That's right.
Their identity.
So that
some
you don't
even-
have people rushing there.
They even the HR told me they give their personnel 3,000 for allowance in Tema.
Right.
Yes, they give their allowance 3,000.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
If their colleagues are getting less than 800
and they get
getting
lunch. They get
3,000.
lunch too.
Free lunch.
Free lunch.
Oh, then they're
And some
comfortable.
of them even have transportation.
They
For we-
actually are earning more than some nurses and teachers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
And some organizations too, they have buses.
They have buses.
Where the bus.
My-
So transportation
Yeah.
is...
Yeah.
Oh.
We, for instance, in Ghana Port and Harbours
Right.
Authority, we have buses going everywhere.
Staff
Medina,
buses, okay.
Ashama,
Seco.
everywhere.
Okay.
So they bring you to the work. When you get to the transport department, there are mini buses that will come and pick you to your various
Units,
departments.
okay.
Yeah, unit.
I see.
So for there, it's.
Oh, then you didn't suffer. That's why you were very vocal as president and you were talking plenty.
In fact, they were not happy because I didn't face any challenge, but I was speaking for the
other people. Yeah.
Because I remember at some point they asked me what is my problem, and I said
Because you are getting everything.
Yes.
So why you being another Johnny Hughes complaining? You are okay. Why are you complaining
why
for
am I
people?
complaining? Yes.
But life is not about you. It's about
not
other
about me.
people too.
Yeah, that's why I told some of the executives. In fact, some of the national executives, we are friends.
Right.
Yeah, we are very good friends, regardless of what happens between us.
Right.
I normally tell them that opportunity comes but once. When you have the opportunity to serve, you have to serve well.
That's right.
Yes, if you are a governor, govern well. If you are a president, you need to lead well. because posterity will judge all of us.
One of our senior citizens who listens to the show, Antia Dole, she says, "Hello, John. It's not only the national service personnel who are not being paid on time. I've just literally spoken to a person in charge of paying scholarship fees for Ghanaian students studying here. She tells me her hands are tired. And I know the situation. Order from above. They are looking after those doing PhD now, before the master's students, followed by those doing bachelor's degree, first degree. The money comes in small chunks at a time. They fail to appreciate the plight of these students who will not be able to graduate because of non-payment of fees. Ghana government treats national service and those on scholarships in foreign countries the same. Appalling. I shall have, but I know also of a situation in Cuba, and Sixtus will bear me witness. We spoke to some students in Cuba. They were sent there for 2 years. They were abandoned. Nobody was, and they don't have work permits. They can't do anything. They were just stuck there. Their parents can't send them money even if they wanted to, because there's no connection, there's no link, and we just left them to their fate.
That's true.
Let's talk about NASPA. What do you do? Some of your service personnel, they collect their dues and chop. Is it true?
I'm always working with my. When you ask me, I'll give you my scorecard.
But do you collect their dues and chop?
No, their dues don't actually come to us.
Where does it go?
It goes to the scheme.
Okay. So these are your achievements.
Yeah, those are mine.
So Tema Metro NASPA Hostel Initiative, which you spoke about, supported by Rowena Healthcare and Life Science Pharma Limited. We donated hospital consumables worth 22,000 cedis to Mahia Polyclinic at the Tema Newtown as part of our NASPA Week celebration for 2023. As part of our NASPA Week celebration, we mobilized our members and donated 55 units of blood to the International Maritime Hospital, sponsored by. Okay, so you also did some sports activities, right?
Yeah.
And then use floral tissues and the resume line, blah blah blah. You did tree planting,
and
exercise
and clean up
in Tema, the naval base.
Yeah.
You went to clean the soldiers' place for them.
Yeah, we planted the trees over there.
Okay.
We didn't just want to do a showmanship. We wanted the people to take care of the trees.
Right. And then menstrual. I see menstrual day here too. International Women's Day. We promoted and conducted capacity building programs for our members, such as scholarships and job webinars, personal branding webinar. Oh, that's good. Driving Embrace Equity webinar, and many more. Developed and maintained diplomatic relations between agencies, community leaders, and I see. So these are your achievements in 1 year.
Yeah,
you have done well. Congratulations, Mr. President. What are your achievements too, Mr. Kwashi?
Yeah, lots.
You don't have what is it? Is it green, brown book, yellow book? You don't have any of these.
It is rather unfortunate I couldn't come with it.
You couldn't, but you also have one.
Yes, I have one.
I see. So now answer the question. Do you collect their dues to chop? Nobody has answered.
Actually, the dues goes to the scheme. Now an authority.
Okay.
And, without the various managers, let's say at the district, regional, and at the national headquarters, they are the principal signatories to the account of NASPA.
Right.
And so without your district manager or your regional manager or the executive director, you cannot withdraw anything from the account.
Right.
I mean, that is if it is disbursed to you. But as I speak to you, this current personnel, all the monies are kept at the headquarters.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, but sometimes that is why we're complaining that they hoarded our money, our dues, and they are not disbursing it to us. And our personnel will think that we are keeping their money, not knowing that it's with the management. Yeah, but when you follow up to the national executive, they also give you a different story. But hopefully we have been able to resolve some of it. But Western region, they still have a unique problem, a unique issue. As I speak to you, their regional vice president and some of the executives have been reaching out to me that throughout the year or their service period, they have not received a dime.
Wow.
In fact, we have received ours.
Right. But they haven't received anything for the full service year.
We don't know where that money is kept though. But even with us, we had to fight for it.
Yeah, I remember that we had a series of interviews and
so
I had to do some advocacy for you guys.
Hours to us.
Okay. And what did you use the money for?
In fact, some of the things here, even some of the projects we did were pre-financed.
Okay.
Because we know we have
money that are outstanding.
Yes.
Stuck somewhere.
Yes. Otherwise, as at the time the money will come, your personnel will be gone.
Right.
And they would not have any experience or any fund, like you wouldn't have done anything for them.
Right.
So most of us pre-financed. If I remember sometimes asking some of my executives, even when you come, you meet empty coffers. I ran my administration with my own money, my own funds.
So are you leaving something behind for your people?
Oh yes.
So that you change the narrative of people coming to meet empty coffers.
Yeah, sure.
So you have left something. What did you leave?
We left something small.
How much? Something small. If you're happy to talk about, if you're happy to talk about achievements,
yes.
So talk to me. So when you came, you met empty coffers.
Yes.
But then you received money.
Yes.
Okay, which was due you.
Yes.
And then you say you have left some.
Yeah.
How much?
In fact, we left around 500 cedis.
500 cedis?
Yes.
To do what?
In fact,
you use the microphone for me.
We did not even receive a dime.
Okay.
And you should have asked me how much we received as a dues.
Okay.
Then you know why we left 500.
So tell me, give me the breakdown.
In fact, the last chunk of money that came, I think it was around 3,000 or so. And we had to renovate our NSS office.
I see. What kind of renovation can 2,500 cedis do?
Yes, so we had to replace some fan and then do some painting. Yes, at least we know we would not be able to do everything, but just we did our part.
You give it a little facelift.
Yes, in fact.
This is a letter dated the 24th of January 2024, signed by Mary Wendy Yeboah, Senior Legal Officer. Carbon copy to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament. Concerned National Service Personnel 2022-2023. That's your batch.
Yes.
Attention, Hamidu Apandago Mahamudu. TSA petition regarding the grievances of National Service Personnel 2022-2023 service year. Please refer to your letter dated 4th of December 2023 on the above subject matter, which was addressed to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament. The Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament has taken note of the concerns raised in your letter and appreciates your engagement with parliamentary processes. However, he has observed that the letter does not adhere to the appropriate procedure outlined in the Standing Orders of Parliament 2000 for the handling of petitions presented to the House. In accordance with parliamentary protocol, the Right Honourable Speaker has directed me to bring to your attention the necessity to comply with the established procedures for presenting petitions to Parliament, as clearly outlined in Order 76 of the Standing Orders. It is crucial to follow the required guidelines to ensure the smooth processing of petitions within the parliamentary framework. Order 76 of the Standing Orders of Parliament specifically regulates the presentation of petitions before the House. Additionally, details and requirements can be found in Appendix A of Standing Order. Once these procedures are followed, a petition may be appropriately presented to the House for consideration and subsequent action. The bottom line is that your petition was not received because you didn't follow them. But what was contained in that petition?
Yes, you know what? In that petition, we had presented to the Right Honourable Speaker some of our concern, which has to do with the delay, the disbursement of our allowance, the dues, the 25 CD that was wrongfully deducted or illegally deducted.
For what purpose?
They said it was a mistake. Yeah, they said it was a mistake.
Who said it was a mistake? The National Service Scheme.
Yes.
They deducted.
They even issued a letter. No,
they issued a communique.
A communique. When we started agitating, they released a communique to that effect.
That the 25 cedis deduction from each one of you was a mistake.
Yeah. Yes. And immediately, that was. So I think the accountant was instructed to reimburse the money, but some, even up to now, when we shared the flyer that were coming to 3FM, most of the people were now reaching out to me with even their concern. We finished service about getting to 2 years now.
But people are still asking you to come.
They're still asking me.
What are they asking? So let's finish that, and then we can go to the grievances that they have. And there's a lady who is also getting in there. We'll bring her in. But your petition, so the senior legal counsel in Parliament told you that you had not followed procedure. Did you subsequently follow the procedure to present?
Actually, what they wanted us to do is that they said we should get a member of Parliament to move the motion to the floor of Parliament.
Okay.
Instead of
you writing directly to them.
Making this.
Did you get somebody to do it for you?
Yes. Actually, we're in touch with the ranking member on education.
Okay.
Yes,
Peter Nochuko.
Okay. He has always been supportive.
Right.
In fact, but that was the time they called us to sit with us and resolve the issues.
Okay.
And so we didn't want to.
That's a service scheme.
Yes.
They called you when this matter came up. Then let's iron it out.
Let's iron it internally.
Okay.
So, but we didn't want it to look like we just wanted to make trouble.
Right.
Because we followed due process. This is not the only letter. I have one letter I didn't come with, but I have the soft copy.
Right.
We even sat in the meeting with the commissioners. That's the Greater Accra Regional Police Command.
Right.
Yes. And they even asked that we should go back and settle it internally. So they asked us to send a copy of the letter to the executive director, even though we had sent a petition already
to the NSS.
Yes, and they didn't act on it.
Okay.
So and they didn't act on it, and we were supposed to demonstrate on the day NSS at 50. On that day, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo, was invited to grace that occasion.
Right.
So they called us and begged us that if the news go out that we'll be demonstrating, the president will not come.
Okay.
So we should. They plead with us. We should call it off.
Did they give you money for you to keep quiet?
No.
You didn't take brown envelopes.
No. Like I said, we didn't want it to look like
you were just making trouble. Okay.
So whatever whatever engagement they had with us, we complied, but we gave them time limit.
Okay.
See, so after that, the sorry, the commander asked that we should engage with the scheme.
Right.
So that though they were ready to support the protest, they even outlined whatever they wanted to do for us. So when we sat with them, they pleaded that we should just give them up to the next week, everything will be resolved. The following week, it wasn't resolved. That was then we sent a letter.
This petition. So bottom line, the issues were resolved after you had decided not to demonstrate and to rewrite.
No, it wasn't resolved.
Okay.
That was why we sent the petition to the speaker.
Okay.
Because all this thing happened before.
So you felt that you were hoodwinked?
Yes. So we didn't. And one thing is that at every point they couldn't predict what we would do. First we went to the police. They thought we would go back there. We didn't go back there. We went to Parliament with our petition. And so I think it was a budget. They were reading a budget or something. So after the budget, it was supposed to do budget allocations. So by then our petition was already there. So the executive director got there, and he was
bombarded with your grievances.
Yes, and so actually he wasn't aware. I was there. I even sat on the committee meeting, and so from there they called us back again. And so the Committee on Education also gave him some time to go back and resolve the issues.
I see.
Yeah.
Zakwashi, let's talk about NASPA. Is it important? Do you deduct the dues from source? And what do people think of NASPA, the service personnel?
Okay, the issue of NASPA and as to whether it's important or not is how the leadership of NASPA will make it feel. That is what will make it more important or not.
Right.
I personally joined NASPA. In fact, I became an executive of NASPA with a mindset that I want to help in the development of national development and empowerment of the youth.
Right.
By organizing leadership seminars, entrepreneurship seminars. But I came to realize that the major challenge that NASPA faces is as to limited resources, more precisely finance. And we say money is a hindrance to dreams. You may be having much dreams or goals to implement, but if you don't get the finance to do that, but we were able to overcome some of them by partnering with stakeholders. I personally, in Ashaiman, the National Municipal Assembly we wanted to organize a gala game. So we partnered with the Ashama Municipal Assembly. They were also organizing some games, and we were able to move our personnel to go and join them to organize it. They also organize clean-up exercise. That's during the Home War Festival.
Right.
So we also decided to join them. But I realized that this current executive, they've not been able to do anything, not because they are not willing to do it.
Because you left them 500 cities. What can they do with 500 cities?
Actually, mine is not even up to.
But they also
amount.
have dues.
So you paid, you left 500. What did you leave for the Ashaiman NASPA?
Ashaiman NASPA, I would say we didn't leave anything.
You left empty coffers for the people.
Yes, coffers, because we didn't get anything to as well.
So tit for tat, that's what you did.
We didn't get anything. We had the second disbursement that came, which was 1,500.
Hey, Mr. Kwashi.
Oh, it's true. Like, you know, but that is a fact. The second disbursement that came was 1,500. We did a lot of programs that even was more than that amount.
I see.
So, and we pre-financed it. Some of us have to use our own pocket money.
So your money is locked in there?
Exactly.
I see.
Because we want to live exemplary life, leadership style. That's why we decided to do that.
Tony, what do you say? You are the finance man, right?
Yes, yeah.
Tell me.
Okay. I personally, I'm a youth activist, and the interest of NSPs or the youth is very dear to my heart. So when I finished school and I heard of NASPA, I said, oh, I would want to join NASPA. Yeah, then see how best I can serve my people. Yeah, but NASPA, for instance, NASPA is there to serve the interest of NSPs. Just promote their interests. If there are issues, you address it for them and all. But the issue of NASPA is, yeah, NSPs think we chop their money and all, but that's not the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is the allowance doesn't come. I said allowance, the disbursement, the dues, it doesn't come on time. So most executives, for us, Accra Metro is the largest district in the whole country, and we have the largest allocation. Right. That's it. So I spoke to my president and my organizing secretary, other executives there. See, the money is there to surely come, but to come at the latter part. Why don't we pre-finance, then do something? Because if the money come and we are done with service, we'll leave the money in the account, because we know our monies are used. So we started pre-financing, reaching out to people for. Sometimes you have to use our own allowance money to do programs for Accra Metro NSPs. But some of them don't know. They think the money is there and we are there doing the program, but they don't know it's pre-financed. You know. So the issue of this NASPA thing has to do with the delay in the disbursement, which is not making the association active enough. Some districts, some executives, they are afraid to even pre-finance because they know the money that is coming, 300 Ghana, their money is less, so they are afraid to pre-finance. But we knew that our money is used, so we had to pre-finance, and so I would say it's based on districts. Yeah, some districts their money is less, so they will not go and pre-finance. Then later they will not get. But yeah. Are
you gentlemen employed now as we speak, after national service?
Actually, for me, I'm not.
You are not employed. Mr. Kwashi, are you employed?
I do assist. You know, because I'm in this maritime industry.
I'm doing Guru Boy.
Yeah, I assist. Samson Asaki is my boss.
Okay, I won't go bit. Oh, yeah, so importers and exporters.
Yeah, importers and exporters.
I see. Mr. Kwashi, are you employed?
I'm underemployed.
You are underemployed?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Underemployed in the sense that I'm not working my full capabilities.
So what do you do now?
So I do teach at the remedial school.
Okay.
Yes, but
that's not a full-time employment.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Even if it's a full-time employment, that is not my capabilities.
Like, what do you want? What do you desire for in terms of employment?
Employment, I always seek to make impact in humans' lives. So I desire to be a teacher.
You want to be a teacher?
Yes, that is what I want.
But you are teaching at the remedial school.
But that is underemployment.
What will be overemployment for you?
That is underemployment because not over, but full employment and unemployment.
So which school? Where do you want to teach? So that you know that you are okay.
I have to be part of the Ghana Education Service.
Oh, you want mainstream? Yes. You want to be part of? But if a private school says come and work for me, I'll pay you. That is underemployment.
Employment for me.
Yeah, when things are not going well, that you can easily be laid off and coupled with the allowance, the amount or the salary.
The salary.
I mean, this mindset for me is faulty. If you are working in a private entity, and you are giving off your best, I mean, you will be retained.
So, okay, so maybe I misunderstood you.
Yeah,
it's not
because
it's not mainly about
underemployment is if you're working and you are, for example, required to take maybe 3,000. And the company is paying you 1,000.
So that is exactly what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. So it has nothing to do with private sector or public sector.
So yeah, I was also not referring to the private sector. That is why I'm not saying no.
Right.
I'm referring to the salary.
Okay, now you are getting less than what you deserve.
Exactly. So that's why I said I'm unemployed.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me go to Tony and come to you. Are you employed?
Yes, please. For me,
you are not proud of your job.
I am.
So answer the question for me, confidently.
I was fortunate to know somebody from my church.
Okay.
So it's an upcoming company,
right?
An IT firm. So I'm helping them with their account because I did accounting. So
right.
I'm more or less like the accountant.
I see.
So
I see. So you're employed.
Yes, please.
You are not underemployed. Okay. Hamidu, you wanted to say something?
No, I wanted to talk about
the underemployment,
yeah, the underemployment,
overemployment,
yes.
and mid-employment.
Yes, I see. In fact, let me use this opportunity to advertise myself. Any company outside there who is looking for.
What did you read by the way?
I read geography.
Geography.
Yes.
Okay. So what work can you do?
So we call ourselves ambassadors of nature. So we are not actually happy with what is going on with respect to Galamsey.
I see.
Yeah.
You are not happy.
We are not happy.
But the government says we are fighting it.
Yeah, we are not happy. In fact, like I told you, we've been planting trees. I've been planting trees. I mobilized my personnel with planting. We do cleaning. Just last month, we were at the Regional Maritime University beachfront. We did a cleanup project there. We partnered with one of the shipping line. So actually, they are interested with the coast, the ocean. So because they saw what I did, they have been reaching out to me for us to do similar projects. So we've been cleaning the beach. After the Regional Maritime, we did another one at La Boma. But with that one, I didn't organize that. I joined a group of people who organized it.
Okay, closing thoughts, gentlemen. Then I'll speak to the lady who is now venturing into national service. What do you leave us with, Tony, Hamidu, and Mr. Kwashi? Yes, I'll start with you, Tony.
Okay. I just have a message for those who are coming to do their service. That the journey will not be an easy one, though. Yeah. So, but they should be focused. They should focus more on building connection, more like establishing more rapport with those at their various
networking,
that they should focus more. And the allowance there is not going to come early, so down there they should be rest assured. But
why are you scaring the people?
The formation there is the 101-010. The formation.
Okay, in terms of your feeding.
Yes. Feeding.
So it's what 010.
010.
So you don't eat breakfast.
Yes.
You wait for lunch.
Yes.
And then you eat heavy lunch.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Allowance doesn't come on. There's no money. So and even with that one that we eat, sometimes I want to use the opportunity to thank the management of Kivo. They have been saving the youth a lot. Kivo Gary. Kivo Gary.
You people don't look like people who have been underfed. Yeah, you don't look like people who have gone through all the things you are describing to me.
What you see sometimes can be deceiving.
Okay, it can be deceptive. Okay, what do you leave us with, Hamid?
Okay, I will not repeat what he's saying. So I think I would touch with, on the leadership, NASPA. I think those who are coming up, in fact, they should do well, in fact, to change the status quo. Though we have done our part, we have tried our best, and in fact, with most of the things we agitated for have been we've seen result, but not totally. And so at least they can take it up from there, and in fact try to change the status quo.
Right.
And more to and the personnel to, in fact, they should do well to they should work hard, respect their supervisors, good then do all that is expected of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Kwashi.
Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity. I would like to talk to the general NSP, that is the ordinary NSP. They should stay focused, they should build strong connections, as my friend said, and they should also be adaptable to the environment.
Right.
Yes, and also I would like to advise them to always respect those that they will meet on the website, because they don't know tomorrow.
Right.
And sometimes they said if you are shaking a baobab tree, you may end up shaking your own waist.
Right.
So you don't know what happens tomorrow. So you have to, build good relationship with those that you meet at website.
I
So
know
that is what
tomorrow.
I'm saying.
Tomorrow is Thursday. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, let me host the lady first. Okay. Please bring the lady to me. Let me engage the lady.
White.
9 minutes after 9.
Me and my gang, we never
Live on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
stop on cause I know coach
You
here.
have heard from the former NASPA, the National Service Personnel.
It's getting
One who says he's underemployed. One who says, well, he's employed because somebody at church connected him.
stop oh my G.
Another person who put out his CV and says, Charlie,
And myself this was every
I'm not a guru, but Charlie, I can work with you.
and I'm still grinding.
All right. Okay. Good morning, madam. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. What's your name?
I'm Wendy.
Wendy.
Dark Wendy.
Are you
Yeah.
done with school?
No, please.
Okay. Which school are you
In
in?
the University of Education, Winneba.
What are you reading?
Communication and Media Studies.
Okay.
In the Department of Journalism and Media Studies.
Right. And you're in your final year,
I'm actually going to my third year.
third year.
Yes, please.
Hearing these experiences from your seniors, what does it tell you about national service in the country?
Yeah, so I've seen a lot and I've learned a lot. I've heard a lot. So I think we have more to do. We have more to do when it comes to the national service personnel and the scheme. I see they are facing a lot of challenges. So I also have the passion to help. Yeah.
You want to be a NASPA executive?
Yes, please.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. So I'm monitoring their movements and
You are monitoring their movement.
yes.
So the, what do you call it? The experiences that they've shared, empty accounts that they came to meet and everything, is not scaring you.
So there's a saying that when we get to the bridge, we cross. So yeah, I believe when we get there,
You will cross that bridge.
yes, please.
Ah, I see. Okay. Now, in terms of survival, because they spoke about survival as well, you were a student. Already students have their own challenges. I mean, can you imagine going through 4 years of your own survival and then coming to top it up with 1 year of sufferation? Are you ready for it?
Yes, please. Yeah,
You are not sure if you're ready.
I'm very sure I'm ready because definitely we're gonna get some funds from.
Did you hear what they said about the funds? The funds didn't come when they had to come. They had to pre-finance. Do you have the wherewithal to pre-finance?
Okay, then I'm gonna pre-finance so that when the money comes, then
Then you have money, pal. I see. So then I'm gonna let you go.
God is in control. So
Now you're putting the thing around God's neck.
On God.
Okay, thank you very much. Bring Kanayo, the gentleman in the.
Me and my gang, we never speak a crack nah. They say I stop on cause I know coach here way.
If you're watching us live on Facebook,
Stop when I'm
3FM 927, you see the man, he's dressed like Kanayo.
catching up.
Chairman, what's your name?
I'm Samson Dekuneti.
Okay.
I was the former financial secretary for LADMA,
Ladma.
Lada de Kotopo.
I know LADMA
From
very
the
much.
Jubilee House to the airport, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
where
was-
were you stationed? Jubilee
I was
House?
stationed at Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Oh, that's a good place.
Yes, please.
So you were not part of the Hungry Gang?
We were, yes, we were also part of the non-subverted session, even
Right.
though it's a public
Right.
setup, but we were also taken care of very well.
Very well.
But the truth is that I was a leader and I have to fight for my people. Because when it comes to LADMA per se, from especially Bema camp, we have about 6,000 NSPs there and all of them were suffering. at that time. But we were privileged to be at airports, Ghana Civil Aviation, some, institutions that they were doing well. We had a lot.
So usually it's the people who go to the nice places who come and fight for those who are not in the nice places.
It depends. No, we have people who are very quiet.
Okay.
Because they were enjoying. Because as a matter of fact, for Ghana Civil Aviation, I salute the management. We were taking more than the normal. Yes. Then also we were having transport and a whole lot of. They treated us very well.
Food and everything.
Yeah, food and then Ghana Airport too as well. We enjoyed. I must be frank.
You could see the planes coming in and going.
Working at the airport where you see planes, flying KLM, you see her. So it is something that benefited us a lot.
So that's where you got the Kanayo hat.
No. But as an executive, okay, sometimes people have to call me and I have to send them money for food. Sometimes money for transport. Sometimes you have to go to some institutions and agencies to talk to some supervisors just to please so that the person will just have food to eat. And people were going through a lot. The suffering was unbearable. And I also took this initiative because, we executives, some of us, we were very fortunate to be at the right places.
Right.
But the other people that they were suffering, you can't stand it. The calls daily, midnight. Sometimes they will even come to your place of work.
Wow.
Yes.
Just to come and ask
for. And when you are a finance person, for me, I was the financial secretary, so they thought I was the one chopping their money. Because
the way you dress
our place, we are always with the tie.
A gold watch, you have a coat of arms, you're wearing Kanayo, you have left your beard.
Settings.
Settings. Yeah, settings. Settings. It be things.
So
all of it is settings.
Settings, yeah. So when they see you, your personality, they think that maybe you are enjoying something. But as a matter of fact, whatever my colleagues were facing, that is the same thing we were all facing.
Right.
Yeah, so that is one thing that I will also plead on the NASPA executives. We know all of them are enjoying. Yes, see, I'm very truthful person. All of them are enjoying.
They're enjoying the current ones.
You need to specify. Yes. We have district, regional, and national.
So the national ones are enjoying.
Yes, the national ones.
Why would you single them out to say they are enjoying?
Because at a national level, you know that the resources that come to you are quite heavier than the district level.
So by the time it gets to the district
level is finished. And then also everything that comes to the district level is being controlled by the people at the national level. So they are the people that they have also been to the district level. They were once district executives before the regional and then the nationals. So they should bear with us.
Some people say that the national NASPA executives are in bed with the NSS secretariat.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes, please.
Why
I will say it on authority because, Senior, we all know the country, Yeah, I don't want to... But we all know how...
Say what you want to say. Let's listen to you.
Yes, but...
Speak from your heart.
Yeah, I'm speaking from my heart because most of the national executive, the elections, they are being sponsored by people who have an agenda. Yeah, so...
Either NDC or MPP
or yes.
CPP.
So as you are coming there because you were being sponsored to come and, I would say, come and play the game for them.
Right.
So when you get there, you will not have a voice. Your voice is muted.
Somebody will speak through you.
Yes. Because I remember... We did an interview at Asempa those days when the allowances were delaying and all those things. And I remember they called the national president and they were asking him, are you aware your people are going through plight and all those things? The national president boldly said that as far as he is concerned, NSPs are okay, everything is on grounds, the situation is under control. But meanwhile, Senior, we were suffering.
At the time when he was saying
that... At the time that we brought all those, we were agitating because of the needs of the people. So for the national level, I will say it on authority that for the national level, the election there is being manipulated by, so if you are coming, you know that you are coming to serve.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you, Mr. Neti. We're grateful. Thank you very much, Hamidu. Thank you, Mr. Kwashi.
TV.
Yes, you're going to TV3. Great. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Indeed.
Thank you so much for also giving us the platform. Actually, we didn't come empty-handed. The opportunity you gave us, in fact, our voices were heard. So we decided to present something.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that will always remind you that what you've done to us. In fact, we are really grateful.
Oh man, thank you so much. Just so those who are listening don't think you are giving me a brown envelope. Mention what you are giving me.
I will just. This is citation.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, lovely. And you can hear the paper rustling. Beautiful. This is the Sunrise logo, 3FM logo as well. Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Use the microphone if you have to. Yes. Hey, don't die.
So this concern National Service Personnel 2022-2023.
Right.
Citation in honor of 3FM 92.7 Sunrise. We wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to 3FM 92.7 Sunrise crew for their unwavering support and instrumental role in championing integrity and fairness within the National Service Authority.
Wow.
Your dedication to our cause has been pivotal in solving our concerns, and we extend our sincerest appreciation for standing with us in this important fight. Your commitment to journalistic excellence and advocacy for justice truly embodies the spirit of responsible media. Thank you for being our voice and ensuring our issues were heard and addressed. We are immensely grateful for your invariable support. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. This humbling. Oh man. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, this is very thoughtful of you. I'm grateful. We're grateful. On behalf of the team, I take this and we are grateful. We're just doing our work. We're not expecting anything in return. But this means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best. Hamidu, Anthony, Mr. Kwashi, and Mr. Neti. Yes, and my lady who says the work. God will do the work. Anything on God. Thank you so much indeed. We're grateful. I wish you all the best. Okay. Wow, sometimes surprises, huh?